Hi guys, Steady Eddie here. Hope all's well with everyone. Well, I keep getting asked when am I next travelling. It's been 4 months now since I returned from Southeast Asia, my last winter adventure, and after 4 months, well, I've usually got something well booked by now. Right now I still haven't got anything in the pipeline travel-wise. Now, in the last video I did for this channel, I talked about enthusiasm and, maybe some of the reasons why I'm not as enthusiastic at this moment in time as I usually am, and why I still haven't got anything booked. There's a variety of reasons for this, same old places, been there, done that, and also the rising costs of travel, are very, very important to discuss. I don't need to go through all of that again, but there is something that I left out of that video, something that I didn't mention, and something that may well be affecting my state of mind when it comes to being enthusiastic about travel. So for those who haven't watched my other channel, Steady Eddie Live, the link to that channel is on the homepage of this one, Steady Eddie Live. It's not just live streams, there's also videos on there. But if you haven't watched that channel, you may not know that I am now actually teetotal. I have not been drinking alcohol recently. In fact, it's been a total of 3 months now since I touched my last drop of alcohol. I've done a few videos for this on the Steady Eddie Live channel. You're welcome to check it out. And if you want to know the history of my relationship with alcohol, so like I say, the link is on the homepage of this channel. The fact is that I've had a long-standing problem with alcohol. I've never considered myself to be an alcoholic, more of an alcohol dependent. In other words, every day for the last 30 years. And it's a long time and a lot of alcohol. I've wanted to kick the booze for so long. I really, really have wanted to kick the booze. I've been drinking far too much over the years. And somehow, every year when I return from my winter travels, I always, think this is the year. This is the year that I'm going to kick the booze. I'm really, really going to make an attempt. And I want to return from my travels and proudly announce to people, I am now teetotal. No more booze from me. Somehow it's never happened, year after year, and as the years go, 30 years drinking alcohol every day, that's a bloody long time. It really, really is. But I've surprised myself. This time I really, really have done it. I really, really have done it. When I returned back from my travels in early March, I'd already made up my mind, and if you want to check out those other videos on the Steady Eddie Live channel, they will explain all this. But briefly, I'd made up my mind when I returned back in early March that it's now or never. I've got to get rid of the booze. I've got to really stop being dependent on the booze. So when I returned back, over the course of a month, I gradually weaned myself off alcohol, less and less, a bit, bit here, a bit there. And then finally, in early April, I took my last drop of rum. And that was it. By then I'd got used to drinking other things. It's not easy finding substitutes to alcohol, but I've managed to survive anyway. So yeah, it was the beginning of April that I took my last drop of alcohol of any sort, and that was 3 months ago. 3 months totally off the booze, and I think I'm now cured. I don't think I'm an alcohol dependent anymore. I really, really, but believe that that's it. I've kicked the booze, and I feel all the better for it. The demon drink is gone. I don't need it anymore. I simply don't need it anymore. So you may think, what's this got to do with travel? Well, I think travel is an obstacle for staying sober. Many have commented about travel and have suggested that my willpower will break once I hit the rowdy nightlife of Pattaya and the likes. So the question is, can you travel without alcohol? To some people who have never had a problem with the booze, the answer will be yes. But my answer to that question is, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. You see, now that I'm off the booze after so many years, I don't want to go back to it. I was probably the worst kind of drinker. Omnivorous, anything and everything. God knows what damage that has done to my liver over the years. You can see anyway that it's a big issue with me. It took a lot of determination to kick the booze, and I'm very pleased with the results. If I start drinking again anywhere, I could ruin the achievement and slip back into my old ways. I guess it's easily done. So what is travel like without booze? I don't know, I've never tried it. All as I know is that when I'm in a hot climate somewhere, walking along a beach on a tropical island or whatever, I'm waking up a sweat and a thirst, and the highlight of any day is that first cold beer of the day. Wonderful stuff. I mean, I can't really imagine walking up and down a beach in a hot climate and then not having a cold beer afterwards. I suppose that's when the real willpower begins. And how about having nights out in Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, wherever? Is it possible to have a good night out without drinking beer or any form of alcohol? Seems a bit bizarre. I mean, I've had great nights out in these places. I've met many of the subscribers to this channel. I've been recognised by people who watch my videos. I've met some really great people, and I've had great nights out with these people. And, it just, from right now, being off the booze, it would seem strange to even attempt to have nights out with these people without drinking alcohol. Very strange, bizarre. I really don't know how it would pan out. The fact is, I've been travelling for a long time, and I've met many travellers in various countries, and I have met quite a lot of guys, surprising amount of them, who are actually teetotal. Guys who don't drink any alcohol, even in bars when they're travelling anywhere, they'll drink water or they'll drink soft drinks. It's always seemed a little bit strange to me how a grown fella will travel and drink water or soft drinks. But you do tend to find that when you meet a guy like that, that is often a person who has had an alcohol problem in the past. So being off the booze is really, it's very strange. It's something that I'm trying to get used to, but it really plays a part in my general lack of enthusiasm for travel at this moment in time. Being off the booze for 3 months is an achievement, but I still think, my sobriety will be on precarious ground if I start travelling again. 3 months off the booze is an achievement, but I think 6 months or 9 months will cement it a bit more. I think if I can say that I've been off the booze for that length of time, I think I'll be safer when I start travelling abroad again. So what will happen when I eventually do start travelling again? Like I say, there's those who believe that I'll fall off the wagon and start drinking again when I start travelling. My answer is I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. It's quite possible that you could see me in a year's time walking along a beach in some tropical climate, and then eventually sitting down at a nice beach bar and having a fruit drink or whatever. Stranger things have happened. When I meet subscribers on my travels, I mean, like I say, I've met some really great guys. It will seem a bit strange not having a beer with them. I'll also feel like a bit of a nerd, a wuss, if I have to say to them, sorry, but I don't drink anymore. I can't have a beer with you, but I'll settle for a lemonade or a glass of water or whatever. It'll seem a bit strange, and like I say, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. As for making travel vlogs, well, maybe even that's not going to be the same, because anyone who's watched my travel channel in the past will be used to see me having a beer at the end of the video or at the end of the live stream or whatever. It's going to seem a little bit strange, and I'm not sure how I'm going to get around it. Even making travel vlogs about the cost of beer in Pattaya or Cambodia or whatever, even that's going to seem a bit strange if I'm not drinking alcohol myself. I'm reporting on something that I don't do myself. It's going to seem a little bit odd, that is. I don't know. All I can say is I'm glad to be off the booze right now. I've got no plans to go back to the booze. And as for abstaining from the booze when I'm travelling, well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So anyway, that's all I can say on that matter for now. I'm off the booze and I'm planning on staying that way. And but I will travel again. There's more to travel than drinking beer. You know, I mean, there's a lot more to travel than that. You know, I've seen many famous sites, been to a variety of places. So it's just having a night out without the alcohol. That's going to be the difficult bit. Okay. So anyway, I'm sure I've surprised a few people. I'm sure there's some people out there thinking, "What? He's off the booze?" And I thought he was the most hardcore alcoholic on YouTube. How many times have we seen him with a glass of rum or a beer in his hand? Yeah. You know, well, whatever. That's the way it is. Listen, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon in the next video, and in the meantime, subscribe to this channel. There's still plenty more to come. Keep thinking positive, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.